Welcome back to Studio After on Fast Times Willy B. We're stepping back to 1991 and reviewing The People Under the Stairs. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Welcome back to Fast Times Willy B. I'm Willy B. I've got Kory back with me. And Kory, how the hell you doing, man?
Russell! I'm just
Now you
kidding.
do it.
I'm just kidding. I'm good.
Good. So, in a surprise win, the 1991 poll winner was The People Under the Stairs. With the Silence of the Lambs winning Movie Madness, I kind of thought it would be the winner. And then...
yeah, that's true. You did a poll of 50 movies?
64.
64 movies. Silence of the Lambs won.
Yeah.
And they had the option to get a full review. And they're like, nah.
I mean, it makes sense. I did the little preview in the Buffalo Bills house. And then I thought Cape Fear might be the second one, but People Under the Stairs, I'm very happy that it... If you couldn't tell by my shirt, I'm a big fan of this movie.
Good shirt.
A movie that I pointed you towards.
Yeah.
A hidden gem from Wes Craven, in my opinion,
Yes.
as Wes Craven, most movies he does are great.
Banger.
I kind of had like a moment watching it this time. It's almost like I'd put it in the same category as like John Carpenter's They Live.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's a movie by two iconic directors that isn't really talked about enough.
Yeah.
Are both great and both have heavy subject matter.
Yeah, heavy subject matter, and then also on top of that are also kind of like... kind of the strangest of the movies that because this is like Wes Craven's most funny.
Yeah.
at least of the obviously Nightmare on Elm Street's pretty funny and whatever, and he did Swamp Thing. Yeah. I'm still counting this over that, but I don't know. They're just kind of the weird outliers.
Yeah, but they're both great.
1,000%. Yeah.
Cast wise, we have Mr. Quentin Adams as Fool, the man.
Great.
We've got Sean Whalen as Roach.
Let me just
say... icon.
Yeah, an icon.
He's also... Isn't he in Wizards of Waverly Place?
I was going to say, he shows up in a couple kids shows randomly for some
reason. Isn't he
the
one that's like, oogly boogly boogly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Icon.
Yeah. Let me say the next one's name.
You got it.
Ving Rhames. If that was the next
Pulp
one you're going to go
legend,
for.
Right?
Oh, yeah. God, I forgot he's like the main... Not the main dude, but you get what I mean if you've seen the movie. No spoilers.
He's always a supporting character, but you love to see him.
Every time. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch, he's like the best part of that movie. Sorry, the animated one. He's not in the new... Let's not get into it.
He should have been Bubbles, but it's whatever.
I agree.
We'll start with the good.
Yep.
And I'll probably stick here for a little while.
Sure.
This movie is very nostalgic for me, which is, probably a weird one to be nostalgic for, but I remember watching this... Oh, I was probably late elementary school, early middle school age, because I was living at... Just based on the house I was living in when I watched this. But I remember being in the living room, my mom put it on because it was playing on cable. And I was like, okay, I'm in, sure, whatever, it's Wes Craven.
Yeah.
I just watched Nightmare not too long ago before this. So I gave it a chance, and I mean, even with commercial breaks, I loved everything about this movie.
Yeah, sure.
I checked it out a few weeks later because with the TV version, you obviously don't get the whole thing. But
no, yeah.
So it's a movie that I saw fairly early in life, and it's just always been a movie I loved, and I never understood why it wasn't talked as much about as not saying it's on the same level as Nightmare on Elm Street or Scream, but I think it's a very good Wes Craven movie.
I think it is a very good movie, too. It is very perplexing why this one gets, it's buried. I'd never heard of the movie until me and you started becoming friends.
Yeah.
No idea. And it's this is also a good, this is, minus the, some of the weird, sexual stuff in it.
Yeah.
I would say this is a good intro to, horror-esque stuff, especially for kids and whatever. Just because it's kind of got, because it's set in one house with trap doors or whatever, it's almost like Indiana Jones in a weird way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the way that it's you're going through trap doors and you're running while a thing's trying to shoot at you, and it's there's some stunty shit in it.
Yeah, it's definitely more grounded, and I get what you're saying, in the sense that you only have to focus on one filming location. You only have to focus on, like 5 characters?
Yeah.
Really, 4 throughout most of the story, but then you have the sister, and you have, obviously, the 2 men at the beginning that are with Fool. Yeah. But you really have to pay attention to the man, the mommy, daddy, and then Alice and Fool throughout most of this movie, and then the dog. Right. So, like, it's not complicated in that sense, but there's still a lot going on. Now, I will say at entry-level horror, you probably won't get the underlying racism that runs throughout this movie.
Well, exactly. See, it's fine for kids because they won't get it. They're just like, oh, yeah, just, families getting evicted.
Yeah, it definitely hits more when you watch just as you get older. I mean, the daddy drops the N-word pretty early in the movie. Other than that, I don't know if they start saying it when there's...
Forgot about that.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by heavy subject matter, though. This one's obviously... These 2 corrupt people are taking money, taking children, and are just outright racist.
And you know what, though? Respect to Wes Craven for not going the obvious route and being like, what if all the people in the basement were black? Respect for not going that route. That could have easily just been that.
No, honestly, when you think about it, there is a lot going on, but it's never, like, messy.
No.
Because there's the child abduction aspect of things, there's the landlord aspect of things, and then there's the racism aspect of things.
Yeah, and there's even smaller details like his mom is sick with... Do they specifically say cancer, or do they just say she's sick? Okay,
yeah, she has cancer. Yeah.
The hospital bills or whatever, and the sister's trying to do whatever she can to make... There's a lot of plot here for sure. And there's kind of like a mystery reveal almost about like, well, mom and dad are also brother and sister. Or whatever.
Yeah. No, this is a great movie. I enjoy the cast. I love Fool. Fool's always just in that character of Wes Craven's I've loved.
I should look into his filmography and see more of the stuff. Because, like, as far as kid actors goes, charisma-ing the shit out of that movie.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Good fucking presence, man.
Yeah, he definitely is the standout. I think everybody does good. I think Mommy and Daddy are both incredible. I think Alice is great. I love Sean Whalen too. As Roach, I think he plays charismatic weirdo that's like helping them out throughout the walls and stuff.
Very likable. He has like a very soft, presence that kind of shines through and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I strongly agree. And Ving Rhames is always Ving Rhames about it.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's kind of a dick, but you don't dislike him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what the hell you think, fool, or whatever. You know, he's kind of a dick to a kid, but, like...
Did you recognize the sister?
No.
I think her name's Kelly Jo Minter. She's in Nightmare 5. She's the one that, like, the diver.
Really?
Yeah. I caught it this last watch. I was like, oh my gosh, that's...
No,
I really get it with the voice. She has like a very recognizable voice, but yeah, she.
Nightmare 5 is probably the most forgettable one for me. So that's
5 and 6 kind of run together, so I can
5 and 6
run
saying. Together big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I seriously had no idea. I did not know that. Yeah.
But no, I enjoy all of the acting. There's just a lot of scenes too that stick with me. That I love. One of my favorite scenes. It's really sad. As a dog lover, but the scene where he's doing his dance because he thinks he got the fool, or he got got fool, and he's like doing his little, I got him, and then he realizes that it's Prince, and I think that's a really good scene.
The dog,
yeah,
that's a tough one. That is a great scene though.
Yeah,
I will say, I think I have a weird thing for. Hear me out, not for the gimp suit, for like. I don't know, for some reason, scenes that happen, like, in between, like, slats and houses and shit, like, those tight spaces, I always think those kind of action scenes
for sure.
Cool.
I agree.
Like, even though the reboot of Black Christmas, which is not good, I like the in-between house slat shit.
That's fair. Yeah, not good. Emphasis on that. But no, I enjoy the chase a lot. Another scene is, like, when they send the dog down the slide type thing, and he comes popping out the cabinet.
Yeah,
like, just stuff like that. Like you said.
That's great, because that's so weird.
Yeah,
you don't expect the dog to come out of a cabinet.
No, the way this house is set up is just crazy.
Who the fuck built... It's the fact that they, like, constantly know that, what's his face? Is it Whalen?
Yeah, Sean Whalen. Yeah.
That Sean Whalen, they know he's popping up and causing ruckus around the house all the time. And they know he lives in the basement, but they can't fucking catch him. Because the house is so weirdly set up. Yeah. He knows more. It's like, dude, if he's going through a vent, just Go through see where the vents go. Yeah. It's like they don't even know where the shit goes.
No, I love it. And that goes in the set design. I think I love the house in this movie.
That's incredible set design.
Is Jordan Peele still planning to do a remake of this?
I hope. I mean, his newest movie's coming out like this year or whatever. Yeah. He hasn't said what it is or anything. So there's a chance that maybe it's just like, bam, it's people under the stairs again.
I will say, if anyone's ever going to touch this, I'd want it to be him.
For sure.
It's a movie that I don't think needs to be remade.
Yeah, I agree.
But if anybody's going to do it, let it be him.
I could see him doing a really good version of it. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it would relate to what he's gone for too.
Yeah.
This would be a very similar vibe to Get Out.
For sure. Something that I never really thought about until my most recent watch of Get Out. Really great at doing a horror comedy mix, and that's people under the stairs. Like, the movie's also pretty funny.
Yeah. While having the
serious
racism
undertones.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're like, obviously Get Out. That's a very present theme in that movie.
Yeah. Is it?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think if anybody, I didn't hear more on that, but I saw somebody like a while ago that was like something in the works, and I'm like, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Yep.
Continue with the good.
It's
just one of those movies.
Scenes.
I love the ending.
Oh yeah, with the money just.
Yeah. With, Fool going back and keeping his promise to Alice and the people under the stairs.
It's like a block party with weird pasty white weirdos and black people who are about to get evicted. Or like, fuck those white people.
Money flying around.
Yeah, it's almost like that scene in Batman '89 where the Joker explodes money everywhere. Yeah. There's just a lot of tension throughout the movie too.
Yeah,
like a lot of there's a few times like especially with the dog like going after Fool and Ving Rhames they're having to team up to avoid a dog.
Yeah,
and and Ving Rhames is a huge man.
Yeah, he is.
So for him to be like, fuck dealing with that dog, that means something.
Yeah,
that means something to me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And the basement, I mean, going back to the set design, I guess the basement setup is crazy.
Oh my god, the trap stairs. The trap stairs might be my favorite too.
Dude, it's so cool. And then like the scene where he's like cutting up Ving Rhames, like, is just so disturbing.
I forgot about that.
And he's like tossing pieces to the people on the stairs. And...
Yeah. I was really bummed when he died in that movie.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's again glad it won because it's a movie I adore.
I love talking about it. Yeah, for sure.
The stairs.
It's a good score. It's weird. That score is weird.
Yeah,
but I like it. It's got like weird Danny Elfman isms.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, man. People under the stairs.
Yeah.
I texted you. I was like, if this wins, are you gonna be my guest? And you're like, I don't think it's gonna win. And I was like, dude, it's like got a surprise lead. And you went to YouTube and you're like, holy shit, like.
Dude, I literally voted for People under the Stairs because I was like, I like this movie, and I have a feeling that if it wins, Will ask me to do it. And then I did it, and then you're like, yeah, dude, it's winning, so it's probably you. I immediately was like, oh fuck, I gotta do stuff. I swear to God, I immediately was like, oh fuck.
At least it's this though, right?
Yeah. Absolutely, stairs, man. Absolutely. Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
It's in my opinion, it's just an underrated gym.
I agree.
I'll reiterate that.
I think so too.
I think it deserves more word of mouth, more eyes on it. Hopefully, if you haven't watched it yet, you watch this review, you go check it out.
Putting horror aside, I mean, it's just got good drama moments for sure. Like we've been talking about the serious undertones. There's a lot of good down-to-earth moments with Fool and his sister, and like Fool and Ving Rhames, even though the sister's not in it very long.
Even with Fool and Alice.
Dude. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're a good duo, too.
And keeping his promise and getting her out of that shitty situation, especially after finding out that she's not even their kid. Like,
yeah, I can't believe that.
Fool's just a homie, man.
Dude, he's a good... He's got the heart of a hero, man.
Yeah.
Got the heart of a little hero.
He's a really good character.
I just like whenever Ving Rhames sets him down, I was like, yo, man, like, you're the man of the house now. Yeah. Like, you gotta take care of your family.
Took that shit serious, man.
Yeah. I like whenever Ving Rhames' buddy dies, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but immediately when that fucking dude shows up, I'm just ready for him to die.
Yeah. He gets in the house, though.
He gets in the house first. First in, first out.
Yeah.
Or first to not go out.
Another thing, too, is just like this movie, obviously 91, feels very 90s.
Yeah. Vibes are immaculate.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You love a good movie from the 80s, 90s.
Certainly.
This has that taste. But yeah, man, it's shot very well. I mean, Wes Craven, great director. So you know what you're going to get from him. But it's the outside shots, the inside shots, the crazy-ass house, just all of it is just, it's so fun to watch.
It all works. It makes sense. I remember watching the first time, loved it. Then we did it for 31 nights, once or twice or whatever. I remember being like, I feel like I just saw this. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this rewatch.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'm into it. And now after just talking about it, I'm like, I should watch this movie tonight.
Yeah, dude. If you want to borrow my tape.
Dude, I might.
Yeah. It hit even more on the tape.
Did it?
This was my first watch with the tape. Because I just got the tape a couple days
really?
ago. Yeah.
Oh,
it's new to the collection.
Oh.
Yeah, this was the first watching the tape. I'd seen the cable version. I had seen the rented version. I had seen the DVD version quite a bit growing up. And then the Blu-ray version we watched together. Now I watched it on tape. So,
wow.
I mean, they're all the same version, but tape just hits, man.
Tape just hits.
Especially 90s horror. Like,
dude,
old horror in general.
Tape, anything between the, let's say the late 70s to the early 90s on tape is just, there's nothing like it, dude.
Nothing.
There's nothing like it.
But,
yeah.
I don't know if I have anything in the meh or bad.
There's some stuff I could put in the meh.
Okay, so we'll hop to the meh.
Even though I do like it, in a way.
Yeah.
I am still like, I don't like the concept of this, just to be clear.
Yeah.
The incest stuff is like,
that's
a little strange.
That's fair.
A little strange, a little confusing.
Yeah.
It is unnecessary.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Because it doesn't really,
yeah.
It doesn't really have a point.
Yeah.
But I'm not against it.
Do they? I just watched it. Do they ever like kiss or anything, or do they just call each other mommy and daddy?
I think they just call each other mommy and daddy.
Okay, well that's good at least.
So they maybe just lie and pretend that they're together.
Still not correct. Like,
but also, why does he have a gimp suit?
Yeah.
That he's weird. Like, I'm gonna commit murder in this suit.
Yeah, the gimp suit was always. I guess if I'm gonna put anything in the meh, that was always a scene where I was like, it's kind of unnecessary. Like,
yes, I agree. And again, I don't dislike. It's in the meh because I'm like. I'm not really for it, but I'm not totally against it either.
Yeah.
But I am like, he probably just could be in a cool pair of clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. He could have wore what he wore the entire movie.
Yeah.
And it would have been the same scene.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the emphasis on the eyes being the only thing showing and Fool pokes him out. But still.
Just put him in a. Look, it doesn't have to be leather. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah.
It could have been like a fucking tactical suit.
Yeah. But man, I don't know if I have anything else to brag about.
No, I don't think I really have anything else there. I mean, I'll say it's I feel like some edges could be shaved off it to make it a little quicker.
I was just about to say that. I mean, it's I think an hour 44.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is definitely a movie you could have gotten the point across in 90 to 100 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't hate the.
There's nothing off the top of my mind that I would shave off, but you could probably shave things here and there to get it down 5 more minutes.
Just small trims almost everywhere.
But even then, it's not enough to like.
No, I don't even care. Score. Honestly, you could take this out of the man, put it back in the good, and say it has good editing, and I'd be fine.
Yeah,
with that.
I think it's well edited. Yeah. I just think I can see there's. It feels long at times.
Just a little bit. At times.
It is like that. I feel like is a product or sometimes a movie that's set in one place falls victim to. Mm-hmm. Is like when you're set in one place, sometimes it's easy to like.
Gets lethargic looking at the same thing for a second. You're like, I'm ready to see another thing.
So, like I think that was my biggest thing. Like something that just popped in my head, ISS. That was my biggest thing with ISS is I felt like it dragged a little bit because we were just stuck in this cabin with it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Like, I will do anything to not look at like white and metal.
But
yeah, for sure.
That's really it, man. I don't have anything in the bad.
No, I certainly don't have anything in the bad. I don't think I have really any other complaints.
Yeah, we can hop over to our final thoughts and ratings. What do you want to leave off with the People Under the Stairs? What do you give it out of 10?
People Under the Stairs. I mean, it's a phenomenal movie. Like you said, it's kind of one of those underrated gems that I'm so glad that you showed to me. Mm-hmm. Makes me feel very connected to my heritage, as in the white family. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, it's just after watching like the Scream movies and seeing Nightmare on Elm Street and the classic. Wes Craven movies, it's fun to be like, yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that you haven't, most people haven't seen, and like to be able to be like, you should watch this. Yeah. I love seeing a movie that not a lot of people have seen and being like, you are missing out by not watching this movie. If you haven't seen it, you are missing out by not watching this movie. Yeah, and it's like people talk about Scream and Nightmare the most probably, but even like other movies of Craven they're talked about more. Like The Last House on the Left, I think, is talked about more than this movie. Yep. I'm drawing a blank on the other one. Swamp Thing. Well, I don't know Swamp Thing references for you. I don't know if anybody talks about that one. No, nobody does. Nobody does. I agree. And I've already said it. It is a hidden gem, and I think it deserves a little more respect. And that's what I'm hoping too. If Jordan Peele
is to tackle this movie, I think it will get people to watch the first one as well.
Oh yeah, true.
So I think it'd be real. That's another reason I'm kind of for it, because if it's Jordan Peele, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And it will shine light on the original.
And he has so much visual flair. I just would love to see what that looks like because Wes Craven's got sauce, but he's got 90 sauce.
Yeah.
So it's like modern sauce.
What house can he come up with?
Exactly. Oh, he could come up with a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yes, sir.
We gotta tweet at Jordan Peele every day
until he makes it. Just strong arm him to making this thing. He might. Anyway,
for the only 2 people that want this.
yeah. There's somebody else out there probably. Brendan maybe. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at a 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think this is a very, 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 very good movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna let nostalgia take away on this one. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. It's
please do. If I saw it as a kid, I probably would be giving it a 10.
Honestly, I'd probably say it's my 4th favorite Craven movie.
Yeah,
behind
Craven
the original
the Hunter.
Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Dream Warriors. Which Dream Warriors technically isn't even directed by Craven, so it's just he's a part of it. So technically, when you're going director, this is my 3rd favorite Craven movie.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So there's that.
That's fair.
Top 3 Craven for me, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by I love this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd go original Nightmare, first Scream, Craven the Hunter, then this.
Okay.
Yep.
No.
Agreed.
You're wrong.
Funnily enough, you're correct.
If I'm ranking, I would put the original Nightmare ahead of Scream.
Yeah.
But they're both 10s.
I just wanted to say the Craven the Hunter thing. I wasn't even thinking about what I said in that order.
Craven's. Where did Craven the Hunter come from?
You said top 3 Craven movies.
Oh, that's fair. I'm sitting here. I'm like, he didn't direct that. That was long after him.
Good bit.
Yeah. What? 14 years? 13 years?
Something like that.
Anyway, but yeah, great movie. People Under the Stairs, man.
Yep.
That'll do it for the People Under the Stairs. Corey, thanks for coming on.
Always.
Thank you all for watching. If you like what you're watching, check out some other videos. Hit the subscribe button or follow the social links down below. If you haven't seen the People Under the Stairs, go check it out. It is worth the hour 44. Great film. But we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.